Welcome to the Dr. Erin Show. May you live your truth. Good morning from Los Angeles, California. This is Dr. Erin teaching consciousness, teaching universal laws, and basically how to live the best life. So I know that I still struggle living the truth. It's different to know the truth versus living the truth. It's a daily practice, and we come together every day as a community to know the truth, to live our truth, and to have a daily spiritual practice to practice, shifting our habits, our ways of life, our relationships, our relationship with food and to money and to all of the above. So today's topic is 5 tips for staying healthy during the holidays. And if you notice on this podcast, it's an 11-minute podcast every day. And I generally do what's considered evergreen content, meaning that it doesn't have any kind of dates around it or current events. But I felt compelled to speak about the holidays and staying healthy during the holidays for a few reasons. One is we've launched Good Morning La La Land, and on Tuesdays we are teaching, the theme of every Tuesday is Transformation Tuesday. So we talk about wellness and health, and I'm kind of aligning some of my work up to the show because it makes sense. I've got to do research for both, and it's part of my daily practice and giving back. And I've had a lot of requests for how to stay healthy and not gain too much weight during the holidays. So let's talk about this. Knowing the truth together, let's just take a deep breath, and knowing that today is every day, and the holiday season is a time to remember who you are. You're a powerful, divine spiritual being, and you get to create the life that you want. And so I know that many times during the holidays, people, gain weight or feel a little out of control. And the reality is that you're never out of control. You are, you direct universal law. You direct energy upon mind. You direct the choices that you make. And so let's become conscious during this holiday season. So I've kind of come up with 5 tips that I kind of live by. And I am not I'm not a fitness model, or I'm not anything like that, but somehow I've been able to find balance. I think it came from when I was 17 to 20 years old. I was bulimic, and I struggled up and down with weight and learning to love myself. And so in that, as we know, the beauty and the breakdown and the perfection of the breakdown, it demanded me to understand my weight, how to manage it, how to balance, and how to love myself. And those tools, since I overcame bulimia since I was 20 years old, so for the last, I'm going to tell my age right now, 25 years, I have learned how to basically manage my weight and not fluctuate, and have a real good relationship with my body, with exercise, with food. And so I'll give you a few of my tips, 5 tips that I have for the holidays. Okay, so you're welcome to get out a pen and paper, or you can just sit back and kind of contemplate some of the stuff for yourself. And if you're someone who doesn't struggle with this at all and you're not interested in this conversation, please forward it to somebody that you feel would benefit from this, because it's not just about us, it's about our community and people we love. So number 1 is get committed. What I know for certain, and out of all leadership programs I've ever taken or taught, that it all comes down to a powerful decision, which really is commitment. So number 1 is to get committed, focusing on what you do want instead of what you don't want over the holidays. So I do recommend kind of becoming proactive before the holidays, and we're, kind of getting into the holidays, but to really sit down and think, what is it that you truly are committed to this holiday season? Is it to fulfill your senses and eat junk food and just enjoy the kind of gluttony of it? Or is your intention, your commitment to really love your body and stay in high energy over the holidays? And I think it's important that you and only you can commit or not commit to whatever. And you're always committed. You're committed to whatever that is, living a healthy life or not. So getting committed, number 1 thing is to get committed. And I don't know what that's going to take for you. If that's going to take sitting down and journaling, if that's going to sit down and meditate, it's going to sit down and do prayer work, whatever that is, get committed. Number 2 is to educate yourself. And I think this is one of the most important things. I think it's amazing how few people know how many calories they're designed to eat to even maintain their weight. And people just kind of go off the whim and they go, oh, just eat whole foods or just, eat organic or just whatever. And then they end up eating huge meals and overeating. They can't figure out why they're gaining weight. I think it's very important to educate yourself. So number 2 is educate yourself. There are so many websites, you guys. You can put in your height and your weight and it will tell you the exact amount of calories. You can look and see, whether you're vegan, whether you're not, getting a healthy, balanced diet and beginning to know how much does, carb, how many calories is in a carb? What is a carb? How many, ounces of protein or vegan, different products you can eat, how many vegetables you should eat, how many things of fruit you should eat, how much dairy or non-dairy you eat. So I'm not going to break that down because I'm not a nutritionist, but I know that I do it for myself. And what I do is I take the amount of calories it takes to maintain, or if I'm trying to, lose a pound or two or gain a pound or two or whatever that is. And I make sure that I calculate how many calories I have to maintain my weight. And I always, I would prefer to lose weight by exercising rather than dieting and kind of going in a low calorie. So it's kind of a combination of both, but I definitely believe in counting calories as well, personally, because I think that you have to do both to have balance. Okay, so number 2 is educate yourself. Get online. There's this crazy thing called Google, and you can put in your height and weight, and it'll tell you exactly how many calories, and then you can break down and find a balanced diet that works for you. You can go hire a nutritionist if you can't figure it out, okay? Number 3 is start your day with exercise. And the reason why I don't just say exercise, I say start your day with exercise is because the reality and statistics have showed, and it's proven, that most people that exercise consistently exercise in the morning. And the reason why is because life happens. The holidays come along, your friend calls and says, hey, let's go over to the mall, let's shop, let's go do this, whatever. We get busy during the holidays. So if you don't do it in the morning, the reality is that you have higher odds of not exercising. But I truly believe that to enjoy the holidays, to have a little splurge here and there, that if you put exercise into your life every day or a balanced amount of time, that you'll be able to have a few fun things over the holidays and splurge and have that cookie or cake or whatever, okay? So number 4 is balance. And I'm a huge advocate of balance. I don't believe in diets like being extreme, like, no, I'm never eating a cookie ever. That's just, for me, that doesn't work. But I'm just going to tell you my own tips, okay? So what I do is I eat small, frequent meals. And that's just the way it works for my body. It may not for you, but again, they've proven that majority of people that are thin eat more frequently. They don't eat one big meal a day. So eating smaller, frequent meals, and having, if you exercise every day, you can have one little cheat or have one cheat day of the week. It's important to not overeat, and I think part of that balance is not depriving yourself of anything that is considered, junk food over the holidays. But I'm just giving you my own tips. This is not go to your doctor or go to a nutritionist if you want to get specific for yourself. Okay. Number 5 is to get support or get an accountability partner. This is like probably the most important thing. Like, it's fun when you have a game and you play it and you're okay, so I actually stopped the podcast and I just restarted. I had someone ring my doorbell. So we're back. So number 5 is get support or get an accountability partner. And I truly believe that this is one of the best ways to stay healthy during the holidays. It's fun. Make a game out of it. You might as well make a game out of it. Have fun. Some people can afford a trainer. And one of the main reasons why people get trainers is to not only learn how to work out and to get push hard, but also to have accountability. So, find your best friend. I do it with my son all the time. We do little 30-day challenges, whatever. It can be a holiday support partner. Like, get with your girlfriend, get with whomever and say, you know what? I don't feel like having to lose weight. The stupid thing about like having New Year's resolution and getting back into the gym is the most ridiculous thing, in my opinion. It does not last for people because bottom line is people are either committed or not committed to staying healthy and staying fit. So on that note, you guys, 5 things, just to recap, is number 1, get committed. Number 2 is educate yourself. Number 3 is start your day with exercise. Number 4 is balance, eating smaller meals and, having some balance and having some junk. And then number 5 is get support or accountability partner. Okay, so then today's daily universal law is the law of abundance, because the reality is that you can have your cake and eat it too. That's the truth. You can find balance, and there's unlimited amounts of innovating over the holidays to enjoy yourself, splurge a little bit, and keep in balance with exercise and loving your body, taking care of it, okay? And then today's daily spiritual practice is to consider starting a yoga practice or something that has a physical aspect to your daily spiritual practice. So whatever that is, it's a great way to, you got to tune up the body. It's not just mind and spirit. You've got to keep your body in check. It's hard to have a great life if you don't have high energy, right? So, and then the daily challenge. I challenge you during the holidays to not keep the junk and candy in the house. So when you go to the holiday parties, when you do whatever, go splurge a little bit. But for me personally, I'm going to bring this back to me personally, I can't have it in my house. If I have junk or candy in my house, forget it. It's like I will not stop eating it till it's done. So anyway, on that note, you guys, knowing today is a divine day to have high energy, to transform Tuesdays and live your best life. So may you have the best holiday season ever with people that you love, doing the things that you love, in gratitude, knowing that we are so blessed. And on that note, you can find me at erinfallhaskell.com, and you can get my free app. You can take a look at all the interviews, Focus TV, and all the above at drerin.tv. Please reach out. Let me know what topics you want to talk about. You can DM me across all social media. It's Dr. Erin or drerin.tv. And have a wonderful divine day, you guys, and may you live your truth.